3 games. Enjoy. Day 2 of Magic Round for 2024 begins. And it's Jacob Saifiti back into the Newcastle side. He works it upfield. The Knights have built their little winning streak here on defence. Low-scoring victories. As Marju carries it up here. With the Knights 5 wins and 5 losses. A lot of those games close. Adam Elliott now. Sam Verrill's wearing number 7, but Tom Weaver, the halfback today for the Titans, as Leo Thompson goes to ground quickly. This pitch, by the way, looks great considering how it was looking late last night. The ground staff, the curators have done a fantastic job. And the weather today is certainly going to help. Nice and warm. Jack Cogger back into the side. Tyson Gamble injured, of course. And here come the Titans with Khan Pereira, one of the returning Gold Coast players.
Yeah, you're right, Dan. The surface down at ground level, rock hard, it was terrific. And this is the time slot you want, I think, at Magic Round. The weather conditions perfect, a real chance to move the footy and play fast, which is what you want to do at this time of the year up here in Queensland. And I like the look of Khan Pereira, Keano Kinney, a bit of speed in the back line for the Gold Coast side this afternoon.
Ooh, good contact there as Jolliffe connecting with Piers Paul. And Elliott was there as well. Fodawaker early ball. Randall getting it on. And Gagai all over for Fifita. Still such a handful day for Fifita. And Gagai needed help from 2, make it 3 Newcastle teammates. Tom Weaver, 5th game of first grade. Sending that one to Tuala in game number 100. You know, the life of a sideline eye can be a mixed bag. Some nights it's 6 degrees and raining, and then some days it's 25 degrees and sun shining brightly. James Hooper, hello to you.
Afternoon, Dan. Afternoon, everybody. Cracking conditions here, day 2 of Magic Round. As you touched on, Dan, beautiful weather in Brisbane. It is heaving in Caxton Street, heaving in Fortitude Valley. The carnival atmosphere kicks on down Point Street Mall, and Rugby League is absolutely pumping in this city at the moment. How good is it?
Indeed it is, and you're right.
Right here from Thompson.
The whole town is a buzz. I suppose we should get used to that now as Newcastle get to the end of their second set. Hastings. Easy catch there for Jojo Fifita. So, set for Sedu.
Not much on that kick at all there from Hastings. It was a real tradesman-like set there from Newcastle, and a great run from Leo Thompson on the end of it. And a relatively easy kick there for Keano Kinney to bring back, as Aaron Schopp now back into the side for his second game this year. Carries the ball up over the 40-metre line.
A number of new faces. Khan Pereira missed the last couple. Schopp, as you mentioned, among the players brought in. Bo Thurmore had a cracking game last week against the Cowboys. Jolliffe early ball. Weaver keeps it going. Fifita delivers. Kelly out to Khan Pereira. Putting the foot down. Khan Pereira. Then the kick straight into Armstrong. And it's a Newcastle play the ball. Team not to have been played at, as it just rebounded off the Newcastle fullback.
He lumps his play, Khan Pereira. Often looks for the kick rather than the pass. The acceleration on the outside of Tuala was brilliant. And nothing doing there from Armstrong. I thought the kick looked a little heavy anyway, but the Gold Coast moving the ball to their left-hand side beautifully early in this game, and Khan Pereira showing his pace.
Nice ball movement from the Titans. Their attack has really improved over the last few weeks. It was such a problem early in the season. But 6 games in a row, they've scored at least 20. Thompson with a beautiful pass, putting Jacob Saifiti away.
It's Armstrong.
Now he's got Armstrong, and Armstrong, he's going to go all the way. Goodbye. Dave Armstrong is over. Scintillating Newcastle try. Props combining. Armstrong down the middle. That is an electric try for the Newcastle Knights, and Armstrong does it again.
Yeah, beautiful ball movement, and he just continues to evolve, doesn't he? Leo Thompson becoming one of the real genuine good forwards in this competition. Found Jacob Saifiti back into the side this afternoon, and what a start to an NRL career. David Armstrong, 3 games. Everyone had huge concerns for this Newcastle side without their $1.5 million man, Kalen Ponga. And it's been the boy from Mungandai David Armstrong, he's won all 3 games, and he's proving quite the lucky charm for the Newcastle side. Brilliant pace. Was great here on debut 3 weeks ago against the Dolphins. And he gets the Knights first this afternoon. David Armstrong, what a good young player he is.
And that's just all backing up. It was interesting, Mick, a few weeks ago when he made his debut here. They were setting plays for him. He was on debut, and they were setting up plays for him. Such is their regard for his ability and his speed. David Armstrong, and a good finish with some excellent work. Leo Thompson, sumptuous pass. So the Newcastle Knights, terrific start from them. 6 points to 0.
What a story this young man is, David Armstrong. Started the year as a park footballer. Now he is lighting it up on the big stage of the NRL in just his 4th game. Jacob Safidi straight through the front door, and here he comes. The man who has replaced the injured Kalen Ponga. He has electric speed and a nice touchdown. His parents have now been to every single NRL game he has played. They've watched the Dolphins. They've watched Newcastle in Newcastle. They've been to Tamworth, and now they're here in Brisbane, and they drive from Mungandai.
You beauty. They've done some miles, that's for sure. And good for them and good for him. Very popular young player. Not just a quality player, but a very popular one. A good start from Newcastle. Looking to win 4 in a row. Maju, former Titan. First couple of years of first graders at the Gold Coast. As Thompson works it up. It was a switch for the Knights with Pierce Paul in the starting side. Tyson Frizzell will come off the bench. Here is Pierce Paul. He played the 40 minutes last week. Now Elliott. They're ticking all the boxes early here. Newcastle getting through their sets.
There's trouble here. I think it's Jamin Jolliffe. He looks gone. He's flagged to the sideline.
He's clutching at an arm, left shoulder perhaps. And this, the live wire Kinney. Weaver in a dummy half. Now Jojo Fafita. So the Titans in these egg yolk jerseys, certainly it's got a Magic Round flavour to it.
I thought he was great last week against the Cowboys. He's elevated himself back towards Origin form. Mo Fotuaika, another good carry there.
Yeah, Jolliffe is coming off, so his afternoon, well, certainly for the short term, is over. Verrills in a dummy half. Weaver putting it up. And the chase coming through here. Randall putting pressure on, but no panic from Anari Tuala. Good catch.
Aaron Clark into the action now for the Gold Coast side. First change, Jolliffe off the field. Gagai carries the ball, dragged back there from the Titans' defence.
The first of 3 games. What a cracker coming up after this exclusive live clash on Fox League with the Sharks and the Roosters. Probably the match.
In Weaver run over the top of there by Greg Marju.
Indeed. And then South North Queensland. Someone's going to win their losing run in the late game. A great slate of games here on the Fox League. Jacob Saifiti at the start of a new set.
Geez, Newcastle powerful at the moment. Titans doing their best to hold on as we see Elliott now, who finds Dylan Lucas back through the middle.
Really one of the great stories of the Knights this year, Dylan Lucas. He's held down that second row spot for weeks now. Hastings for Armstrong. And the shot just does enough. So 30 metres between the Knights and the try line. So Fiti shaping for an out-the-back play. Happy to take the tackle with Cleese Haas there and Bo Fermor. A nice straight run there from Hastings, and now it's going to be Armstrong, and he bounces over. He's got a quick fire double. David Armstrong is everywhere, and the Knights are on fire. Armstrong scores, Knights ahead of the clock.
There, David Armstrong, what a find he's been. Into the fullback position with no Kalen Ponga in the side, and he's become a genuine try scorer. You can see Keano Kinney there at the top of your screen. Puts himself in the line to give them 4 defenders, and then retracts. The minute he retracts, look at the overlap there. 3-on-1 out the back, broke through the tackle there of Fafita, and then sliced through with his pace on the outside of Cleese Haas. Hastings playing a great service role, and he's got incredible strength and balance for a slight man, Armstrong. And he picks up Newcastle's second, in fact, picks up his second of the afternoon.
You saw Shop there crash into, I think it was Pierce Paul, but that was Shop running straight into Pierce Paul, making a decision. So that was never going to be a problem. And then tries been confirmed, as you saw, and with good reason. That was a clean put down. Well.
Yeah, we're going to have a look at it in a minute. Just the defensive movements and the inexperience there of Keanu Kinney, who had put himself in the line like a lot of fullbacks do, but he needed to come forward so that they could go man on man down that short side. And the minute he pulled out of the line defensively, he left them awfully short. And someone of this class and experience in Jackson Hastings, well, he went straight to work. Nice work from Newcastle.
And, ooh, poor kick from Hastings, but it's still Newcastle 10, Gold Coast 0. So David Armstrong
just
now has
here.
4 tries in 4 games.
You can see there Kinney was in the line and then he pulls himself out, and then all of a sudden they're just under pressure, that right edge. Weaver, Jojo Fafita, Aaron Shop. There wasn't much they could do there once Kinney pulled himself out of the line. Left them awfully short. The balance there, look at that. The strength through the hips of Armstrong. And he just accelerated towards the line. Gee, that was great vision there.
And James Hooper, you've got some news on Jamin Jolliffe.
Doctors are currently examining Jamin. It's a shoulder issue. They are hopeful of getting him back there.
They can't take a trick. Thank you, Hoops. They cannot take a trick, the Titans. And the Knights, this is a highly disciplined, highly powerful game they've delivered here so far. There's Leo Thompson. Thunders beyond the 20. Elliott with early ball. Dylan Lucas needs to get to ground here. Still a lot of space between him and the touchline. Elliott at the line. Oh, and it has been called forward, that pass. Jared Sutton there might have got a little help from the touch judge, who was directly in line.
Yeah, and we've seen this a couple of times, haven't we? Where sides come up against the Gold Coast and they jump out to an early lead with a really fast start, and then all of a sudden start to push the ball sideways, start to feel like they can score off every set, and then before you know it, it's 10-all.
So first incomplete set of the game. Not so sure that was forward, but anyway, we roll on here. Line ball. And Gold Coast get a chance. Farrell's at the back. Randall on. Weaver keeps it going. Kinney. The defence sliding across, meeting him. 10th game for Keanu Kinney. He's done some very good things. Yet to score, though, in the big time. Maybe today's the day. Please Haas in 13. It's a powerful run by Fotuaika. So Gold Coast with their first genuine chance to put points on the board. Kinney away now for Shop, former Bulldog.
Big shift lined up here to the left.
2 plays left now for the Titans. Clark involved. Weaver. Out it goes Randall. Kelly, a lovely little move on Gagai. Gagai had some help in the form of Jack Cogger. So Weaver to the air. Marju under it. And a great catch by Fafita. But Marju with the wherewithal to make the tackle at the perfect time, and that's a changeover.
Gee, I'd like to look at this. Looked like Fafita was in the air when he was brought to the ground by Marju. Beautifully done.
Coming in to tackle 6, mate. Gold Coast challenging the ruling of a handover, claiming that he starts to tackle him in the air before a foot hits the ground.
I get the sense, Mick, you're thinking this might get up, this challenge.
I think it might, yeah. All he has to do is put a hand on him.
Just looking at the action of Greg Marzu, initially he's contesting the ball, but then in the air he tackles Jojo Fafita.
So
this is a penalty.
Correct.
The challenge is successful.
Dan, I'm really enjoying this battle on this near side of the field between Gagai and Brian Kelly, who Kelly really starting to find his best form again under Hasler.
He's had a good few weeks. James Hooper, you've got some news on Jamin Jolliffe, and it's not great.
Gone for the game, Dan. The doctor has confirmed it's his pec, so Gold Coast reduced to a 16-man rotation.
Okay, let's hope that's not a worst-case scenario. Thank you to James Hooper. Now, Gold Coast looking for their first points. With a powerful run, Aaron Clark. And Elliott there, that's got to be 6 more at least. And 6 more is the call. Out it comes to Weaver for feet up. And there, holding on like a chihuahua, was Jack Cogger. I think it comes from Randall. Clark, just they've got some dummy halves on this side. Randall, Clark, Verrills. And this is Fotuaika. And now the man who is primarily the dummy half this afternoon, Verrills. On it goes Weaver. Kinney with a little bobble. Plenty of defenders out there. Knight's defence is in top order at the moment. Still got some work to do here, though, as Haas works it down the middle. Can offload, please, Haas, but just happy to carry it up here. Back to Weaver, the dummy. Oh, almost there. Captured and held down by Jaden Brayley as they continue to work that right side over. Last. And then, oh, Cleese Haas! Yes! It's a try! The little grubber from Verrills. Not a night to be found, and Cleese Haas gets a much-needed Gold Coast 4-pointer.
Yeah, talking to Corey Parker before the game, and just how important it was this afternoon that Sam Verrills, grand final winner with the Roosters, really took control of this side this afternoon with no Brimson and 4, and what skill that is. Just falling off his kick, but getting his left boot to the ball and squeezing it just inside Jacob Saifiti and in between Brayley. And what a tough play to defend. Cleese Haas ready to go, gets the footy down. And I tell you, Dan, all of a sudden sides jump out against the Gold Coast. And Desi Hasler's just got them staying in the fight and staying in the fight. And they claw their way back. And somehow they just keep turning up for one another and finding a way. Gold Coast back in the game.
Indeed. And then a little message there from Cleese Haas, who's starting to build a nice first-grade career. Sam Verrills, what a confounding career. Injuries have just always seemed to curtail things. Of course, grand final start, 2019. And just, it's such a stop-start few years, or has been. This year, while coming off the bench every game, at least he's playing every game. Yeah,
it's great to see. He's had some awful luck with injuries, but you're right, he showed some real class early in his career, and the move to the Gold Coast, well, that didn't stop the injuries, unfortunately, for him, but all of a sudden now some back-to-back games and finding some rhythm, and an opportunity to start this afternoon with Randall in the halves, and he's doing a fine job.
Well, I think we're going to be entertained by this game. We have been so far. 3 tries in 16 minutes. And Shop has missed a sitter. Newcastle 10, Gold Coast 4. So Des perplexed. The joy of the try has been completely drained away from his face. Please ask the try here. Here's a beautiful angle.
Yeah.
We pulled out all the toys this week. The Rover, the Ultra. You're getting the best pictures right here on Fox League. And you can hear the sound effects too, right up close and personal.
Aaron Shop will be hoping they didn't catch that on the Rover, that goal kick.
Sharks Roosters, the big one. 5:30. Can't wait for that one here on Fox League.
Up together, Jacob.
Yeah, what a battle that'll be. The informed Cronulla Sharks flying high on top of the competition up against the Roosters, who have found their mojo. The battle between Hines, who's in the side this afternoon, and Sam Walker will be a beauty. One of the features of Magic Round.
And now it's a powerful run for Tuaika. Charging onto it, Aaron Clark. He's brought an energy since coming into this early. Good set this from Gold Coast after points.
They're offside in Newcastle.
As it comes to Dave Fafita, his 3rd run. So Weaver, pretty conventional kicking from Weaver, with Kelly trying to put a bit of pressure on. Oh, Armstrong! Well, he and Tuala have got a caller between them, and there's a knock on. Well, that is a self-inflicted wound, that, from the Knights.
Yeah, they get a challenge here. Armstrong up above.
Newcastle challenging the ruling that Dave Armstrong knocks the ball
Well,
on.
he hasn't
Friendly
knocked,
fire with Inari Tuala.
he hasn't knocked it into Tuala from that angle.
I didn't think he did.
No,
it
the
was
question is, did he
spectacular.
lose it as he fell into the ground? But it didn't look like it.
Yeah, when he hits the ground.
Any contact is initiated by his own player.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Just looking to determine if David Armstrong
Yeah, that-
loses possession on the ground.
That's the problem
Well, I
there.
don't think it's that, but it's in their hands now, mate.
Looks like it's only pinned to his chest because of Randall's leg.
David Armstrong loses possession
Yeah.
of the ball.
Here we
and it
go,
contacts
Dan.
Chris
This game
Randall's
has-
leg. This
has
is a knock-on.
turned,
Challenge
hasn't
is
it?
unsuccessful.
Powerful, energetic start from Newcastle and a couple of tries to Armstrong. And all of a sudden, on the back of an error, on the back of that second try,
Make sure you
it's
hold
been
that,
all the
Jackson.
Gold Coast,
One forward pass.
Yeah.
And it's changed everything.
hasn't it?
The Titans here.
All the way in, Kai.
They've stacked the right side, as you can see on that wide shot.
In as well. Sam in. Time on. Right.
It goes to the other side. Randall's just going to take the tackle.
Release now. Hold. Hold. Go one.
Kelly. Game camped at the moment at this Caxton Street end as Kelly back to Fafita. Fafita
Haven't
nowhere
really
to go.
put him in a good position this afternoon, have it? He's just been in traffic
Go two.
the whole time.
We're ready for one of those dummy half runs soon. Here's a run from Clark. Surely the Knights will be awake to that. Sometimes it doesn't matter. So inside the 10 again, out it comes to Weaver. Here it is with Randall on to Kelly. An absolute delight out to Khan Pereira, who scores, and the Titans go bang, bang.
Yeah, beautiful work, Khan Pereira, their top try scorer, although he's only played 5 games coming into this afternoon. We've already seen a line break early, and this time they get it execution to perfection. Weaver out the back there, does a great job, Randall, and simple catch pass for Brian Kelly, who is back in career best form, Brian Kelly. Randall did well just to hold Gagai long enough. Kelly out in front of Khan Pereira, who gets a stroll to the line. And Newcastle have just taken their eye off the ball. And this Gold Coast side, they don't go away. They just hang in there and hang in there. And they've got some genuine speed and some try scorers that you just simply can't take your eye off. Khan Pereira won. And he gets another in 2024.
6 tries now in his last 4 games. Lofi Khan Pereira. You're right, Brian Kelly. It's the Des touch. There we go, nice little run he's having, Lofi Khan Pereira. He didn't play round 9 and round 10, not in the side, but it's Aaron Clark laying down the law.
Yeah, you mentioned Aaron Clark, and you know we never like to see injuries, but they were getting overpowered and out enthused by the forward pack and the outside backs of Newcastle early. It's been the injection of Clark that's really lifted the intensity for the Gold Coast.
And he's been doing that for a long time.
He has. He doesn't quite get the accolades that he probably deserves.
He used to play starting dummy half. Then it was really this role, this back row running role, where he's gone up a gear, gone up a level. Shot. Well, this would be ironic if he nails this one after missing the one from adjacent. To tie things up here in Brisbane. And not a bad looking kick. Well, can you believe it? It's 10 points all midway through the first half.
And it was a lack of communication between Newcastle fullback David Armstrong and the winger Inari Tuala that came up with an error, and then all of a sudden the Gold Coast, well, we know what a genius try scorer this man is. Khan Pereira, he scores them for fun, out on the left edge, and now we're locked up at 10-all.
Thank you, Hoops.
You just saw Aaron Shop's reaction here. Down at ground level, there's a little sea of Warriors supporters there in Warriors pyjamas, and they've been to a couple of watering holes. They're having a good time.
So here's Jojo Fafita.
Up now, square Leo.
10 all there.
10 all.
They just drag you into the Bermuda Triangle.
They've done it without Fafita doing a hell of a lot to this point. They've kept him quiet, the Knights, but the Knights have opened the door. Now, look at the space now opening up for Randall.
Here goes the dummy half runner.
Yeah. Pretty well contained. Still made 15 metres, but maybe not that many, but Newcastle there knew what was coming. Oh, that's a forward pass. That's a shame for Clark, who's been terrific, but he saw the contact coming, delayed the pass, and we saw how the game turned on a Knights forward pass. And we wait and see if now the Knights can.
Hold there, Brian.
I thought it was Verrills that held the ball just a fraction too long, because he's got such good leg speed, Clark. You really don't need to hold the ball for too long as a dummy half. I thought Verrills just took a little bit of time away from Clark, because had he have got the ball a little earlier, the space out in the back was a genuine chance for the Titans.
Let up now. Hold. Hold, Mo. Hold. Go one.
Now Thompson. Very good impact, particularly early.
Front foot here, mate. Lock in, Marcus. Hold, mate. Go two.
There's a running Adam Elliott and dealt with.
Stand, Mo. Hold now, Mo.
No Fotuaika and Cleese Haas putting Elliott on his back and slowing the play the ball. The neat pass well read by Weaver and also Thermal.
Whoa, here's away. Hold. Go four.
Brayley the dummy half. Jacob Saifidi on. Oh, Hastings bouncing away but stumbling after the shot from Kelly. Last. Cogger. Putting it up here. Gagai coming through and Kinney got a little help there from a teammate. And comes down with it, but now the Titans have some work to do. Pereira struck by Jacob Saifidi, all fine, although maybe Pereira thinks it's worthy of a penalty. So this, he's waiting. No replay. And there are fans here in front of us applauding the fact that play continued. Leaving run. The dummy half. Verrills, well, they didn't get their penalty off the suspected high shot, but they get one now. It's an even better result for the Titans.
Stay behind.
First penalty, in fact, second penalty for Gold Coast. 2 penalties to 0. Tries to David Armstrong, 2 of them, but also Cleese Haas and Lofi Pereira.
He's been terrific again, Fotuaika, hasn't he? Really warmed himself into the game.
Pass. No drama there. That's the sort of tackle that can go wrong with the player in the wrong position, but no problem there. Another good run from Fotuaika. And the sharpish play the ball. Weaver, away to Randall. Inside the 20, the metres are not a problem for the Titans. As they close in on perhaps a third straight try. Weaver flowed in. Kinney, soft hands, and now Fafita set sail. Best all over him.
Yeah, did well, Best.
Weaver on the last. Oh, he got heavily contacted by Brayley. It seemed fine, is fine. Well, hang on, maybe not so fine. And it is, in fact, going to be a penalty to the Gold Coast Titans.
It's not on the kicker. It's on the play previous. It's late contact on the guy after he passes the ball. It's not on the kicker. It's not on the kicker. Yeah, it's on the play before.
Well, they're saying the shot there from Greg Marzu on Keanu Kinney.
Wait, Sam.
Gee, that's a late call there from Jared Sutton. It is. Very late call. It's Cleese Haas now.
Everything going the Titans' way at the moment.
1 foot, hold. Go one.
Chance to take the lead for the first time. Weaver, Shop and Thermal run similar lines. Where's Dave Fafita? He mustn't be far away. As Verrills goes to Weaver. Long ball, Randall. Fafita the decoy. Pereira tries to put a move on Tuala. Tuala up to the challenge. Back for Fafita. Tackle, right. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. Bring him down. Clark charging. Try line just in front of him. One tackle left. Weaver to the air, attacking Marju. Here's Fafita. He's got it, and he scores. Jojo Fafita. A mismatch over Greg Marju. And the Titans have gone from 10-0 down to 14-10 in front.
Yeah, on the back of another great run from Aaron Clark, who has become a one-man wrecking ball here at Suncorp Stadium. It's little Tommy Weaver who's put an arrow right towards Greg Marju this afternoon, and he lands it perfectly. The perm and the mo flowing beautifully for Weaver, and he lands it right over the top of Marju for Fafita. And Jojo Fafita really starting to live up to the hype. The schoolboy star coming through the ranks, signing extension through the week with the Gold Coast side. And Jojo Fafita gets the Titans in front for the first time this afternoon.
It's pretty good tactic, isn't it, Mick? When you've got a mismatch like that, as long as the kick is on song, hard to stop. So 21-year-old Jojo, Kiwi rugby background. And like every New Zealander wanted to be an All Black. Here he is, though, doing some very good things in rugby league. Listen in here. All right, that's very good access.
And the key message there you can hear from the trainer is just don't get bored of it. Don't get bored of what we're doing here. Stay at it for long periods. Shop now with a chance to make it 16-10. And, gee, they've found their rhythm, haven't they, the Gold Coast? Caught off guard early by the enthusiasm and power of Newcastle. And all of a sudden, they're really winning the battle, aren't they?
We still have 13 and a half to go in this first half. Already 5 tries. There's the kick. That one had a chance, but hooking a little too much. 14-10 Titans.
The Gold Coast Titans are rolling in Magic Round. 3 consecutive tries. A smart play there. They were awarded a penalty. Could have taken the penalty goal instead. They chanced their arm. Jojo Fafita goes over it. It was all set up by this bloke who's got an opportunity. No AJ Brimson, no Kieran Foran because of injury today. One of the best haircuts, if not the best salad in the NRL, Tom Weaver. Jojo Fafita scores the try. Adam O'Brien's reacted immediately, boys. He has replaced Leo Thompson and also Jacob Safidi with a couple of bench players in Tyson Frizzell and also Brody Jones.
Thank you, Hoops. Yes, Tom Weaver. There's real Kenny Powers vibes about the youngster.
Isn't there ever?
Oh, here's a sprint for Fafita. Onto Pereira. Pereira, a chance. Not for long, Tuala. Tuala's had his hands full, but he's come up with good defence most of the afternoon. That was a powerful run from Fafita. Left Cogger in his wake. Kinney.
Great set after points here from the Gold Coast. Nice early shift, and then Fafita putting his hand up. The following play, look at this. Whack. Straight over the top of Cogger.
They've made it to the 30. Beyond the 30.
And an offload.
And the offload, if you don't mind. Verrills with space. He'll want to get rid of it, but he can't. That's a 90-metre set with the finish to come. Go to the Fafita side. Oh, he runs over Cogger. And Cogger, thankfully for him, gets a lot of help. And Fafita just warming into this nicely. 14-10.
Yeah, Frizzell there just arriving to the crime scene in time. Cogger trampled again, back to back by that man there, the wrecking ball for Fafita. And Tyson Frizzell just got there in time. Here he is down the short side. And then boom, straight over the top. And then Tyson Frizzell does just enough to get underneath. So too Gagai.
And now Newcastle in a bunch. They've had no ball, as you see that possession rate. There's Hastings on the best. gliding away from Shop. Raymond Jolliffe, his pec injury. Oh, penalty, by the way. Penalty to Newcastle. That might be a momentum changer. They need something like that too.
Well, the Gold Coast play for penalty only moments ago. Were able to go down the other end of the field and score a try. Newcastle now with a chance to catch their breath. Cogger drives it upfield. Finds touch, and on play 4, that really hurts the Gold Coast, that one.
I'm not sure the Knights have had it inside Titans territory, let alone inside the 20 since opening up this now defunct 10-0 lead. Roddy Jones been in the side every game since round 7. Hastings on the right. He's got Elliott. He uses him as a decoy as Cogger onto Dane Gagai. It's inside the 20 with Kelly there to make the tackle. Now Cogger. On for Elliott. The dummy. Then the offload. Brayley. Away now to Jones. Jones. Don't know what quite to do with it. Takes the tackle. They've still got a couple up their sleeve. Here's a crash play. Pierce. Paul. Oh, he got close. That's very committed Titans defence on their goal line. Hastings on the last. Frizzell's pouring through. Frizzell, oh, the bounce beats everyone. It's still a live ball. We've got a penalty. So an escort here means Newcastle can attack again.
Don't believe we got professional foul.
Oh, hello. Hello. That's a Hastings. He's got another one. He sucked another one in, Jackson. He got big David Fafita. We'll say this about Jackson. He doesn't go after blokes his own size. He is non-discriminatory in niggling. And he's had a little victory there.
Yeah, it was great work. Keanu Kinney in that tackle on the short side on Kai Pierce. Paul did a tremendous job to get back to his feet. And I'm not sure this is the right move from Hastings. Just waking the beast. Sometimes you're better off just leaving Fafita. And Hastings coming over the top, giving Fafita a spray.
Fafita actually caught the clip there. The play that already conceded the penalty. He caught the clip. He was down low. Frizzell, the man who delivered it, almost up to the try line. Well, just a bit of spice now in this game with Hastings. Shop all over him. Verrill's there as well. And Shop in no hurry to let Hastings play it. Penalty. Now, got to be careful here, the Titans.
He doesn't mind a stick either, Aaron Shop.
And Jackson Hastings continues to suck opponents in here.
There you go. Aaron Shop. Let us know if you got anyone who's done an action outside of...
Let him go, Jared. The flow's been great all weekend.
Okay. First one from Jackson. Okay. Mate, he's in possession of the ball. I've spoken to him less than a minute ago. And he comes in here and initiates.
Wow.
Watch this from Fafita. Look at him. Oh!
Jackson Hastings is off.
Look at Fafita.
This is one of the loudest cheers so far this weekend.
Get him back, Jaden. Get him back or you lose ball.
All of a sudden, she's come alight, Dan. Here we go.
So Hastings is off.
And the ground announcer has gone straight to work.
Well, he thought he'd had a couple of good moments there. He got Fafita off kilter.
Shop's gone too here.
Go, mate.
And in fairness to Hastings, the rule for Shop is just as loud. Crowd loves a sin-bin, evidently.
Yeah, right in front of the Southern Bay of Newcastle supporters. And both sides down to 12. Adam Elliott also coming from the field. This was the little set to. Hastings just continued to grab hold of Shop's jersey for whatever reason. And Shop reacted. And he's given away possession with the footy, and Adam O'Brien will be livid. Absolutely livid. Phoenix Crossland's onto the field now.
And their first chance in a long, long time. It was a repeat set as well.
Phoenix, our out square. Hold
Oh,
out,
plenty
Brody. Hold.
Plenty going on in this game. And this is a very impressive youngster, Isaiah
Hold. Go two.
Pahulu. Comes across now for Randall. So plenty of space on that left side.
There is.
Hold here, Tyson. Hold. Go three.
Fafita.
Beautiful. Love it. Straight at Tyson Frizzell. Shows what sort of mood he's in this afternoon, David Fafita.
And Frizzell getting away with a little push, a push of experience. Isaac Liu. Randall with the left foot kick, and a very good catch there from Armstrong. Ducked under the arm of Kelly. And now Gagai got away from the rushing Khan Pereira. Become a little lively here at Suncorp.
Did a short out to that right-hand side, the Gold Coast, and that's where Newcastle go. No, Brayley out of dummy half now. Had to go left.
Titans, I believe this is the first sin bin player of the year for them. Either for or against Newcastle. They've had a couple. Daniel Saifidi late last week, and then Jack Hetherington, of course.
They are so short down there.
His best away. Now he puts in the kick. Crossland is onside, but Kinney has this covered. And now Kinney, look out. Oh, Crossland crucial. There's Khan Pereira down the middle. So the two sin bin players will be back about 40 seconds into the second half.
Good run here, Bo Firma. Look at that.
Hold. Go three.
Tough run here from Kinney.
Dylan heads away. Hold now. Go four.
Fortuaka, brother Isaac Liu on for Fortuaka. Titans better record in the daytime. 2 wins, 2 losses. All 5 night games they've lost.
Oh, look at this.
Now the best bomb of the day from Tom Weaver. But just enough gap between Armstrong and the chasing pack. So no panic from the fullback.
Front foot. Go one.
Early ball best. Haven't seen much of best today.
Well, that huge chunk of possession. It was a forward dominant battle early where Newcastle got on top. Long range try to Armstrong. And then an enormous period where the Gold Coast had the ball for almost 10 to 12 minutes.
This is a good run from Brodie Jones. Oh, and he slipped an offload. It's now Cogger putting the foot down. And will get up. He's allowed to continue here. In fact, made the play. Armstrong. What's he got here? Armstrong.
They're looking out on their feet here for a moment, the middle of the Gold Coast.
Wonderful set from Newcastle. Their best in some time. Cogger has an air swing. And now Liu.
Here's Kinney.
Into the backfield on the Kinney. And Kinney. It's Frizzell in pursuit. Frizzell, the last chance. Keanu Kinney goes all the way. And the Titans have another.
Watch your back, Lazy.
The first ever try for this live wire, Keanu Kinney, and it is a beauty.
Yeah, great to see Keanu Kinney in full flight. I said last week in the game against the Cowboys how probably didn't take his opportunity early in the season, but boy did he last week. And this afternoon, Keanu Kinney has looked sharp, and Isaac Liu picks up the ball. Sees Kinney looming on his outside. Frizzell, what a chase from Tyson Frizzell. And the speed of young Keanu Kinney. He goes from coast to coast. And the Gold Coast extend their lead. And what a moment for the young man. No Kieran Foran, no AJ Brimson. And it's been Clark, it's been Verrills, and it's been Keanu Kinney that have wrestled back a 10-0 lead to Newcastle to get themselves 18 points to 10 in front with a kick to come. What a moment for the young man, Dan.
Yes, on a big stage. And look at that big smile on Keanu Kinney's face. 20 years of age, 10th game. That try's been a while coming.
Yeah, 20 runs last week for 146 metres. He really chased the game. He went after it.
I'll tell you what, this is a great crowd for this early. We've been coming here for a few years. Normally it takes a little while for Suncorp to fill up on a Saturday. But people are so in love with league at the moment, they just want to take in as much as they can. Kick is good. Lead 20-10.
Yeah, you can see Cogger just knew there was so much space in behind, but the pressure from Verrills, that was a poor kick from Jack Cogger at that point in the game. And they've punished it with a great try to Keanu Kinney. Plenty of fatigue, warm conditions, 25 degrees, and both sides down to 12. There is space and fatigue everywhere. Two guys in the sin bin. But there they are. The naughty corner. Aaron Shop, look at Jackson Hastings. Oh, tell you what, this game has come to life, hasn't it?
We've got to thank Jackson for that. He can put a bit of blood in the water and just get everyone bubbling. And he's hurt his team here. Liu. 4 unanswered tries. Knights have been one of the better defensive teams in this premiership. 18 points a game. That's been blown out already today.
Oh, here he goes.
Subtle pass as now Khan Pereira. They're lining up for the Titans, but Khan Pereira tries to do it on his own. Oh, Kinney was calling for it on the inside. Now Kelly over the 20. Got past Bailey. That's only tackle short, Dan. They've got them shot if they can just get it out to the right. With Randall to Weaver. Weaver to Kinney. Just a touch cumbersome by the time it got to Thurmore.
Go, last.
Weaver. Kelly. They let him take it. On to Fafita. Basketball pass. Clever. Pereira gets over. Slams it down. They are just running riot, the Titans. Khan Pereira, he seemed to have squeezed that down. He might have hurt himself in the process. But this is just a Gold Coast exhibition. 5 tries in 22 minutes.
Dan, we spoke early, didn't we, that there was a real opportunity for the Gold Coast to move that ball to their speed men on that left-hand side. The form of Kelly, the form of this man, and the speed of Canberra. They've done it beautifully. We saw the movement earlier in the set, deep inside their half to the line break, and they just persisted to go. There was another nice kick from Weaver, who's had a really good first half. And Keanu Kinney on the back of a big offload there from David Fafita, who's really injected himself in this opening half. And Olofi Khan Pereira, well, he set Magic Round alight last year, and he's doing it again this afternoon. Adam O'Brien said to us pre-game, his biggest concern after 3 straight wins was maybe a bit of complacency. They've got a bye next week, and after a powerful start, led 10-0, they have just been a little reserved, and to the Gold Coast credit, they have come right over the top of them from about the 15 to 20 minute mark, wasn't it?
That one forward pass that changed everything. Well done to the Titans. Job not done yet, but what a sparkling footy.
Jackson Hastings in igniting a bit of emotion into the game by agitating Fafita, gets sin bin. So too Aaron Shop, though. But it's been the Titans that have been able to score 2 tries in that period.
So Kelly takes over from Shop because he's in the bin, and well, they're scoring enough tries at the moment that goal kicking won't matter. But 24-10 as Hastings continues to stare down to the floor. I'm looking here at Fafita. Crafty pass from Fafita.
That combination, Dan, is so powerful, athletic and unpredictable, isn't it? As we see Hastings still there fuming with being sin bin, but David Fafita and Brian Kelly really forming a formidable combination, and this man the beneficiary. Olofi Khan Pereira, but the work of Fafita and Kelly has been sparkling in the first half.
Jeez, you wouldn't have wanted to be in that headgear at the start of the clip. But, nice control from number 7. Not exactly you. He was poised there. He was poised.
There it is. You're right. 15-minute mark. The first try for the Gold Coast, and it's been all one-way traffic.
Remember, Gold Coast could not score points. The first 6-7 weeks of the competition, certainly the first few, they just couldn't get over. Now they're scoring at will. Liu, early ball. Randall, magnificent pass for Feeder. On it to Kelly. Can Kelly keep it going? Yes, he can. And Pereira with one tackle left. Now the play here has been a kick to the other wing.
You surrendered.
And hear it there from Gerard Sutton. Weaver kicking it back. Fafita coming through. Won't be near him though. Kelly. Nothing Kelly could do there. So.
Gee, I love how deliberate they've been, the Gold Coast. They are just torturing this right edge of Newcastle. Gagai and Tuala and Jack Cogger are under the blowtorch. It's movement out towards Kelly and Khan Pereira. Then they go back to Fafita. Then they come back and kick down that channel. It is just relentless and deliberate from the Titans.
Now Newcastle have left themselves so much work to do, with Brodie Jones going to ground, and that ends a rather extraordinary first half. After 9 minutes, it was Newcastle 10-0. At half-time, it's the Titans 24, Newcastle 10. Bradman Best has not come out, Nick.
Oh, wow.
So that is most concerning. Concerning for the Knights. They're going to need all the help they can get to get back into this game, and he's been dynamic the last few weeks. So
that's a blow for Michael Maguire too, who already got some injuries to deal with. And Best, you're right, out in Tamworth last week. 200 odd metres, a try. He was a star out there.
Michael Maguire can't get through a single game without someone going down, it seems, at the moment. Oh, Fafita crashing into Cogger, who's had his hands full this afternoon.
So yeah, it's disappointing. He was special last year in Game 3 on debut for New South Wales. Aaron Clark, what a first half he put together, coming on very early for the injured Jamin Jolliffe, who's been ruled out of the game. Clark's been fantastic through the middle.
And a good start to the second half for him. Weaver. Not a great deal of depth on this. Armstrong takes that one comfortably. You've got some news on Bradman Best. James Hooper.
It's a hamstring injury for Bradman Best. The Newcastle centre won't be back this afternoon. And yet another headache for Michael Maguire. No Nathan Cleary, no Tommy Turbo, now also an incumbent centre, likely unavailable.
Indeed, thank
Another
you.
hamstring injury, Dan.
I don't think he's had many of those over the journey, Bradman Best. So hamstring strikes again. Newcastle here, only midway through their set with Phoenix Crossland working it up. Hastings. Cogger. Armstrong. Gagai. Oh, closed down. So the ball put up here by Jack Cogger. The chase, Hastings and Piers Paul. Oh, Kinney. Great take. And then barreled by Frizzell. Knights haven't overcome a 14-point deficit to win in 3 seasons. Titans have had a history of letting leads like this go, but not for a little while, really. That was more last year, the year before, where that was a significant problem.
Well, Newcastle only averaging 17 points a game. Now, this season certainly hasn't been their attack that's been flowing. They've got some work to do here in the second half. Again, Clark, the leg speed and power through the middle.
Titans did almost let one go last week, talking about big leads, but they did have a stack of injuries against them. As the ball now is taken by Tuala. Oh, and he almost got away. That's a nifty play there for Fita with the tackle, the crucial one. Cogger. It's a good field position here for Newcastle. Gagai away.
Great run there from Dane Gagai, just what they needed Newcastle.
He's swept by Fafita. There's Cogger linking up here with Hetherington. almost to the 10. These are good signs for Newcastle, who need to start this second half well. Hastings away now for Piers Paul. Liu, and then the help of Clark, and Piers Paul still almost gets through the final play. As Hastings links up with Cogger, then Gagai's pass might have been off Camperera. Right now, no, it's called a knock-on. So Jared Sutton's putting an end to that quickly. And Newcastle will get another set.
Get the ball. Get a ball.
Well, a bit of field position here for Newcastle. And Hastings is their key man. Spending 10 minutes in the sin bin, he'll certainly feel like he needs to repay his side, as the Titans crashed over for 2 tries in his absence, and barking orders of what he needs, the halfback for Newcastle here.
So just 7 tackles in the Gold Coast 20 all afternoon. Hastings now floats to the left, pushes Lucas out. He's going to come back and we'll do it all again.
Hold Sam. Wait, mate. Get the head in there. Head in there. Hold Sam. Wait for it. Yep. Break.
So Brayley out to Hastings. Then Cogger, the sweep pass, left behind by Marju, and it's called a knock-on. It's called a knock-on.
They should challenge this, Newcastle.
Okay, everybody up. Shot clock on. Where are we going, boys?
No challenges. They already used their challenge, I beg your pardon.
They did. It was when Armstrong went up to take that bomb. And
that's right. When the catch with Tuala, wasn't it? Yeah, you can see there.
Well, that might have been a hard one to overcome, even though it did appear to go back.
That's a sloppy play, isn't it, for a side that's, you know, really craved having that sort of field position once they've lost momentum in the game. Just really poor execution there from Newcastle.
Well, can't wait for the next one. Cronulla versus Roosters, the match of Magic Round in 2024. All the build-up, and then the game at 5:30 right here on Fox League.
Gee, David Fafita showing exactly why this afternoon Des Hasler got off the armchair and took the big fella for a coffee and changed his mind to stay on the glitter strip. He has been enormous, David Fafita, this afternoon. Bahulu now.
Oh, Aaron Clark took a strange tumble just behind Pahulu there, and he's hobbling. Then comes away to Kelly. Kelly and Gagai have had a terrific battle all afternoon. Kinney scored his first NRL try during the first half. Weaver's kick. That one's got a bit of depth on it. And no problem here for Tuala. Gives it to Armstrong, who lit up the start of this game with 2 tries. Well, he had 7 tries in the opening 40 minutes. Yet to see points in this second period.
And that's a good carry there from Greg Marju. Really trying to generate some momentum with a power carry, and followed up by Lucas with some footwork.
Beautiful footwork, and now look at him put the foot down into the backfield.
Inside.
He's got Armstrong. He's got Armstrong. The race is on. Armstrong has got a hat trick. David Armstrong gets another. And the Knights are starting to come back into this contest. Dylan Lucas, brilliant. And David Armstrong, more backup work from the fullback.
Yeah, great left foot step there. Gets Verrills going sideways, and you can see just lose his footing on the slippery surface here at Suncorp through a pretty ordinary attempt there from Firma. Clark, he reaches, he can't get hold of him, and the speed of Armstrong through the middle was just dynamic. He came flying out of nowhere and just launches himself onto the footy. What a weapon. What a star he's becoming in the absence of Kalen Ponga. David Armstrong, a hat-trick.
Well, that was all Dylan Lucas, but he keeps doing this over the next few weeks while Kalen Ponga recuperates. They're going to start to have to find ways to squeeze him in the side.
There he is, the great man. Kalen Ponga's in the house.
Not back until round 20, roughly. David Armstrong really putting together a nice start to his career, 24-16.
Yeah, hat-trick this afternoon from the young man from Mungandai. And they've been scintillating. They really have. It was started with a beautiful short ball from Leo Thompson to Saifidi. Got himself into the backfield. Just too quick for Cleese Haas. And a long-range try from Armstrong was his first, and then down a short side, short of numbers, the Titans sliced through the defence, got himself to the line, and then just then, he has got Newcastle right back into this game with another long-ranger, Armstrong, on fire this afternoon.
Well, the key is they scored first in the second half, and they've done it rather quickly. So time not an issue at this stage. With Hetherington running into Dave Fafita. Frizzell. Now there's a bit of energy about the Knights, the sort of energy we haven't seen since early in the first half. Jones, Ahulu coming from marker to make that tackle with Clark. So Clark obviously recovered from the awkward stumble.
Great play there from Brayley, holding the markers, getting Gagai in behind the markers, moving the set forward. There's Brayley again, starting to roll the ruck, Jaden Brayley.
Well, there's only one marker there in Liu. Excellent set. Hastings on a pin for Fafita, and Jojo takes that well, not really troubled.
He's putting together a really good period, Jojo Fafita. The last couple of weeks have been terrific.
Oh, Crossland flying up out of the line to bring Shop down. Oh, a little bobble.
Aaron Clark coming from the field. A wonderful stint, but Keenan Palacia, here he is.
Not seen him in first grade since round 2. He had a quad injury that kept him out for a few weeks, came back through Queensland Cup. Hopefully Clark, that's always the time he was going to come off, because he's been terrific. And the kick from Tom Weaver. Armstrong sizing it up. Excellent line of defence. Oh, Josiah Pahulu makes the tackle. Young tear-away front rower. He impressed the likes of Tino and Mo Fodawaker in the off-season. That's what really won everyone over at the Titans. Didn't take a backward step against those big boys, and here he is. Married to Phoenix Crossland. Hastings. Here's Paul threatening. The set complete as Hastings placing that again towards the Jojo Fafita wing. Oh, the chase of Lucas was excellent. But Fafita, now that ball's been knocked out. That ball at the moment is live, and Brodie Jones picks it up and dives over.
Got Jack Hetherington making a tackle, mate.
It's going up as a try. And Newcastle score back-to-back. Come down to a replay here. The ball certainly seemed to be helped out. But is it a loose ball carry?
Yeah, Fafita keeping the ball alive. Jojo found Kenny, and you can see there just the reaching attempt of tackle there from Jack Hetherington. Force the ball loose. Brodie Jones swoops.
Well,
now, I think Hetherington knows where the footy is. I think he knows that he's playing at it. This will be fascinating.
The responsibility has to be on
I
the
agree,
runner. So looking at these beautiful Fox Ultra pictures, this is after the ball came out of Keanu Kinney's hands. Brodie Jones.
Set up perfectly for the big man, who's come off the bench with some impact this afternoon. And he dives over just next to the post. And Newcastle at the moment, Jared Sutton still in position. He hasn't moved, waiting for the bunker to look at this.
Try confirmed. Well, the Knights, 2 tries in 12 minutes, and Brodie Jones with just his 4th NRL try.
Yeah, great work from Hetherington. Great effort play. Launched towards the ball. Forced it loose on Keanu Kinney. And no one back behind the ball. Sat up perfectly for Jones as Hastings, he'll throw this over and put them within 2. Newcastle, well, back-to-back to start the second half.
Game very much on here at Suncorp Stadium. By the way, a fabulous success Origin on Thursday night here. It happens again the day after the men's game. It's game 2 of the women's series at McDonald Jones Stadium. So Newcastle, the host. You can get your tickets, of course, nrl.com/tickets. Big crowd was here. You would imagine they're going to get a big crowd there in Newcastle, so wouldn't be leaving that too long to get tickets. Now the Newcastle Knights in this seesawing game. Now they have the momentum. Scored the first 2, conceded the next 5, and then 2 tries in 4 minutes.
There's a real energy shift. Newcastle carrying the ball with some venom, and it's been their outside backs and edge back rowers. Here we go again. Oh, no.
What a gift. What an error. Kai Pearce-Paul, out of absolutely nowhere, has put that down.
Shot clock on, where we going, boys?
Well, Dylan Lucas, who's gone into that left centre position for Bradman Best, if you've just joined us, off with a hamstring injury, hasn't returned, and you see Pearce-Paul there, the big athletic Englishman, just taking his eyes off the ball. And it was exactly what the Gold Coast needed.
Well, it was a forward in this same scenario. 2 tries in the first half early for Newcastle. Then a forward pass changed everything. We'll see if that knock on has a similar impact. Weaver for Randall. He's been all over this Suncorp Stadium this afternoon. Wearing 6, and he was certainly the dummy half last week, but that number 6 role today. Comes out here to Hulu, on to Weaver. Fermor lost the ball, 3 in the tackle. Pearce-Paul involved, so was Crossland and Hetherington.
And they hand the ball straight back to Newcastle. Nice energetic defensive line from Newcastle. And it's Pearce-Paul, that man, along with Hetherington, who's come up with some big defensive plays in this second half. Jack Hetherington, he's brought some real energy off the bench for Newcastle. And that's a cheap turnover from Beau Fermor.
Time off, shot clock off. Jack. On that tackle, mate.
I bet there's nothing.
Hold on, Dan. Hold on.
Jack.
Jack Hetherington.
Oh, no. What's happened here?
Sam, I just don't need you for a minute, mate. Sam. Back there, thank you. Isaiah, Jack, out here. Jaden.
I think it's high contact.
High contact, it's going to be on a report and a penalty. High contact in that tackle, it's going to be on a report and a penalty.
So, no sin bin, but a massive call. Titans go back on the attack.
Sam, stay.
Oh, jeez. And one may wonder why it isn't a sin bin. But 13 on 13 it remains.
Well, they dodge a bullet there, the Gold Coast side. And here's Pahulu now. Good field position for the Gold Coast. Their best of the second half.
And a problem here. Play that ball again as the little niggle continues. This time Pahulu and Crossland. Keenan Palacia, nice and fresh. Gold Coast need to open their account in this second half. Liu, Weaver, Fafita. Cogger hanging on, but he can't stop the pass, and Kelly goes for the line. Fantastic scramble for Newcastle. Fafita causing all sorts of problems. You knew he was going to have a go from there. He got over, but they got under him.
Tackle 4 with David. Tackle 4.
A couple of really big defensive plays there from Jaden Brayley and Jack Hetherington.
4. Hold.
Brodie Jones, it looks like he's in some trouble.
Titans knocking on the door. Weaver on the angle. Kinney with the run. And then, Lucas.
From the inside.
Lucas just copped it there. Friendly fire from Frizzell. So did Kinney. Up it goes from Weaver. Fafita there, but out jumping him. In fact, the only man to jump was Dane Gagai.
Good contact there, Brian Kelly.
This is a captivating game on a Saturday afternoon.
Hasn't it come to life? And the crowd really building ahead of what will be a blockbusting night here at Magic Round. The Roosters and the Sharks. Arguably the game of the weekend next, as Marju now bouncing and weaving his way through some traffic.
Tremendous run from Greg Marju. Crossland with a wound. Now Frizzell.
He's come to life, Tyson Frizzell, hasn't he?
Hasn't he just? Hastings. Andre Fafita collecting that one. 5 tries to 4.
Big Mo Fodawaker just strolling on here for the Gold Coast side. Isaac Liu off the field. He had a great start, Fodawaker.
Contact there between Fodawaker and Crossland. There's a little dart from Verrills. Marcus Dean square. Fodawaker, early ball, Weaver. Weaver has a dart. His second run for the afternoon. Oh, Fafita, the up and under. Did he get the fingertip of Khan Pereira? Won't matter. It's Newcastle ball. Well, I'll say this for Fafita. He got some height on it. Not that it went too far. Oh, heavy contact. By the way, last night, charge sheet, 4 players charged. 3 of them from the Canberra-Canterbury game. Josh Papali'i was the only one facing a suspension. 1 match for dangerous contact. He and Magic Round, it's been an unhappy marriage. Brayley down the middle, then gets the pass on. Frizzell, who's everywhere now, finding Hastings. Here's Paul, back around Verrills, around Palacia, around Fafita. Now Cogger onto Gagai. Hello, Gagai takes on Randall, up to the 10, inside pass, goes to ground. So close to being a wonder try.
Gee, you can see why Randall is the type of player that Des Hasler just can't leave out of this footy side. Pierce Paul just skimming across the ground. Ball moves out to their right-hand side. Gagai slices through. Have a look at the work from Randall, out of position. Latches hold of Dane Gagai. And does enough to get enough pressure on Gagai so he can't land the pass back inside.
Gold Coast ball, Mick just confirming, and that ultra confirms off Tuala. Despite Kinney there having his hand near there. Well, 24-22, 21 minutes to go.
Well, both their wins, only 2 for the season, Gold Coast, have been by less than 3 points. So they like making it difficult for the coach.
Confirmation, Kenyon Palacia goes on record. Oh, Hetherington racing up out of the line. Shop had the smarts to get away. Didn't make many metres anyway. Oh, there's Crossland trying to put a shot on. Palacia, former Bronco. Verrills sending it on for Fafita. This is where it could be dangerous. A little bit of room, but that's shut down. Not short of the ball for Fafita. That's his 14th run. Pretty well handled, you have to say, by the Newcastle defence.
Kicking game from Weaver's been very respectable this afternoon. Nice and long that time. You can see the Newcastle forwards still yet to get back behind the footy. And Frizzell and Hetherington coming from the field. Thompson and Jacob Saifidi back into the action for Newcastle.
Well, that's a loose ball. It's gone backwards clearly. Thompson making a tumble. Down across them. Newcastle games, they have a habit of going right down to the finish. Got a pretty good record in close ones this year too, the Knights. 4-2 in games decided by a converted try or less. Now, the bounce there, pretty friendly for Kinney. Oh, great chase. Hastings and Jacob Saifidi leading it. Knights looking for their 6th win of the year. Gold Coast, their 3rd in 4 games. It'd be a fabulous win for the Gold Coast with so many players missing. If they could hold on here. Chop. Pass. Randall for Fafita. He's torturing Jack Cogger. Plenty of help there on the inside. Pierce Paul and Thompson primarily with Jones as well. And Weaver. Kick taken by Armstrong. We're in a bit of a holding pattern, an arm wrestle here.
Yeah, talking to some Gold Coast Titans staff before, that Weaver has really struggled with a wrist injury. Probably shouldn't be out there this afternoon, but just in dire straits in terms of some of the injuries to Brimson and Foran and Jaden Campbell. Oh! Here, it's Chop and Hastings again coming together.
That's a cheap penalty. And now Newcastle will get a chance to go on the attack.
Same bloke, he's going after it. Mate. This is good, cool.
This was after the incident. I think even Jackson was quite comfortable in the fact that was accidental.
Yeah, but it's a big blow for the Gold Coast side. You said the game had really fallen into some rhythm, trading sets, and they just give Newcastle a chance to catch their breath and get themselves into the Titans' half with a full set of 6.
So 2 tries in the second half, both to the Knights. Jacob Saifidi, a new set begins with a set restart. Just the 3rd set restart all afternoon. Very big moment of the game, this. Hastings, Armstrong, held on to Weaver. Fermor up top. And it goes to...
That was line ball too, wasn't it?
Very flat. It wasn't clinical, forward or not. He was easy meat Saifidi. Hastings, oh, wild pass bisecting Lucas and Marju. Well, that is underwhelming. An underwhelming set for the Knights with a chance to go in front, and they give it away.
Yeah, down that short side where they've really looked to explore in this second half. Hastings just ripping the ball, but just didn't hit its mark and just goes over the sideline. He's disappointed with his outside men. Although the pass wasn't accurate either. And they hold on after a penalty from Aaron Shop.
So news coming through for the next game, which is now 1 hour, a tick under away. We can confirm Nico Hines is in. That's great news. Change to the Roosters, which is interesting. Connor Watson will start. Brandon Smith to come off the bench. So Connor Watson's been in great form for the Roosters. Oh, there's Crossland racing upfield. Big game for Nico Hines. He had to watch. He would have been so proud of his teammates, the way they powered through Melbourne in that wonderful game last Saturday. But now he's back. And with higher honours perhaps ahead. Fafita. Oh! Poor Jack Cogger.
He's been outstanding for Fafita this afternoon.
He keeps putting himself there, Cogger. He's standing up to it. And now Armstrong takes this on the run, giving it on to Tuala. Good field position here. Newcastle. With Marju getting the legs pumping. 15 minutes to go. Honda with the bobble. Brayley with a run. Jones already has a try. It's a tidy tackle indeed. Ryan Kelly. Thompson, powerful, over the 30. Now the final play. We've seen this a few times this afternoon. The kick towards a Fafita wing. Oh, very good catch from Jojo Fafita. Hands above his head, but no chance to go anywhere once he caught it. Fermor, these are tough carries for the Gold Coast. Weaver dummy half. Shot. Good carry there from Aaron Schott. Phoenix Crossland at the Milton end coming off. Well, this could be the third straight of the Magic Round games to go down to the wire. Canberra by 4, Brisbane by 1, and now this one up for grabs. Weaver. A little bit of space here for Tuala. And his eyes lit up there, but well handled by Khan Pereira.
They're certainly winning the field position battle in Newcastle. Only 2 penalties in this second half from Jared Sutton. There's been great flow to the game. And plenty of fatigue really starting to settle in and set the restart.
He was riding his luck a Lofty Khan Pereira, and 6 more given. Elliott, a little outside inside. This is crafty. Oh, Armstrong! Had he slipped past Beau Fermor, that was big trouble. But they're coming anyway. Another outside inside as they continue to work the middle over. Here's Armstrong. He's already got 3. Oh, he left Fodawaker in his wake. Fermor again with a crucial tackle. Hastings. Pierce Paul. Last play. There's no dummy half. Elliott scoots in, rolls in a kick. It's not bad. Saifiti. Oh, it's a problem. This is a problem for Gold Coast.
Yep.
It's a penalty try or a sin bin, you would think.
On last tackle, we have no grounding. I have a penalty try.
So Jerry
I
Sutton.
believe he's in front of the defender, and the defender pulls him from behind. My opinion, he would have got to the ball.
If it was up to him, you heard penalty try. So now it's up to the bunker to decide, really, was there a foul? And when that's confirmed,
he's onside kick chase.
is it enough for it has to be a penalty try, doesn't it, Mick? Well, Fafita's not too far away.
Not too far away, but I think you're right. I think it is a penalty try. And Elliott, nice little
Jacob
kick.
Saifiti is leading the chase. Mo Fodawaker tackles Jacob Saifiti without the ball. There is no one back here. In the opinion of the referee and our assessment, Jacob Saifiti would have got to the ball first.
More
This is a
drama.
penalty try.
Newcastle will retake the lead. Remember,
But Fodawaker stays on the field. That's the difference with a penalty try and a professional foul.
Penalty try.
what would you rather, though? This stage, you've got to take the points.
Definitely.
Jacob Saifiti. Well, his first try of the year. It might be a match-winning one, and it's a penalty try. Remember, the referee doesn't have to be absolutely certain he's going to get there first. But he's got to be pretty comfortable that had he not been fouled, he would have had a real crack at that, and there's no doubt he could have got very close, Jacob Saifiti. Well,
Down 24-10 at half-time. 3 second-half tries to Newcastle, and all in these sort of positions for Hastings to be able to turn 4s into 6s.
last time,
And the goal kicking has cost the Gold Coast a little.
last time they were down this many, and one was 2021, round 9 against Canberra. When they trailed 16-0, they won 24-16. That was 3 years ago. Goal is good. Newcastle by 4. Look at that time. There's been so much happened in this game.
Plenty of time left.
You would think it's unlikely that this will be event-free for the remaining 11.5 minutes. And this is just the curtain raiser, effectively, for the match of the round. James Tedesco. This is a big stage, which he's more than ready for. Angus Crichton, some of the best games of his career he's delivered the last few weeks with Roosters legend there, Boyd Cordner. Lot to like about that next game coming up, but we've got a lot to like about the finish here.
He's been terrific in the second half, Greg Marzu.
Lucas.
And what a spirited response from this Newcastle side. Got themselves back in front after being down 24-10 at half-time, losing Bradman Best. Would have been an emotional blow for his teammates. And to come out in the second half And to continue to chip away at this Gold Coast side and get in front, show some great character. Can they hold on though?
Tremendous set mix so far, Leo Thompson. He's had some ferocious runs this afternoon. That is textbook. The 5 tackles there, perfect. Now the high kick for Fafita. Marju there, almost got his hand in there, but Fafita again catches it. So the Titans now looking at a deficit for the first time since the first half. Shot to a front-footed Kelly.
Yeah, really like this move. I can just see from the commentary box here that Des Hasler about to inject Aaron Clark, who was the difference in the first half through the middle of the field. And the small power forward is about to come back on. Just what they need, the Gold Coast, with 10 minutes to go.
Police Hucks kept his offloading down. And he won't be getting one away here. So, 70-minute mark, we cross. Tuala, game number 100. Gagai. Gagai, of course, staying here at Newcastle for another couple of years. Despite the interest in the Roosters, family very happy in the Hunter. And Jacob Saifidi, the penalty try scorer.
Made a real difference since coming back on. Leo Thompson and Jacob Saifidi.
Jones. Another excellent set. On the final play, this time they kick towards the Camperera wing, and up they go. Tap back, play on. Still the last for Elliott. Can he fashion a pass? Oh, he can, but straight to Camperera. Not the worst result for the Knights. They've got the Titans pinned in the corner. There's Fermor. Barely up to the 10. Need a spark. Maybe a bit of Keano Kinney magic or something beastly from David Fafita. Been an end-to-end game with Kinney. No way through Hastings and Pierce Paul. So no fodder Waker working it up, and they just can't make meters at the moment on Gold Coast. It's been all against them in this second half. Weaver. Easily contained. The hat-trick man, David Armstrong.
Need to force an error. Need to earn a penalty when they're carrying the footy. They just need something just to break this cycle at the moment, the Gold Coast side. Newcastle just too powerful at the moment. Winning the play the ball speed, winning territory.
Yeah, guy. This will suit the Knights down to the ground, just working it forward. Having the game at the Caxton Street end. With Elliott now over halfway. So another set completed. They've done pretty much everything right since taking the lead as Hastings. Putting it up here, Lucas not far away from the ball, but Fafita. Jojo did a very good job off those kicks, Jojo, catching another. Oof. Got the energy, the Titans. Oh, there's a heavy shot. Pierce Paul dropping, shot like a stone. Fafita. 18th run. Clark. So 6.5 to go. They won't get too many more chances, the Gold Coast. Somehow need to find a way to get it down the other end with tackles to work with. Armstrong.
Well, that was a deeper kick there from Weaver, kicking just inside his own half. And then for a moment here, the Gold Coast keeping Newcastle inside their 30 as Hastings now out of dummy half, pinching some easy meters.
Terrific start to Super Saturday here on Fox League. Magic Round Super Saturday. Jacob Saifidi to halfway. Crossland back in the game. Elliott early ball. Thompson. Another powerful run. There's Cogger. Now it's Kinney under it.
And again, they're just giving the ball back to the Titans, metres out from their line. They just can't get out of here, Gold Coast. Look at this defensive line. It's hungry and it's aggressive from Newcastle. It's tight. There's no way through at the moment.
And not a hint. Don't want to jinx it for Newcastle fans that they're going to do something silly like give away a penalty or give away 6 more tackles. Something the Gold Coast would love dearly right now is Fermor, who's collected on tackle 4. Kelly just changing sides here, passing off the ground, but he wasn't tackled. Now then, little second phase play for Fafita. He keeps it going. Now that's dropped backwards and confirmed. And now the long ball. Dave Fafita straight over the top of Gagai. Then he gets the offload. Verrills keeps it alive. Clark to the 40. Better from the Titans. Last play. Weaver nonchalantly takes that one. Now tries to drill it into the corner. And now Marju wants... Oh, batted back! Sensational! Titans, millimetres short, but they're claiming it! They're claiming a try! They've tied the game! A miracle play! And they have scored through Brian Kelly off a stunning tap back. Greg Marju thought he had it covered. It's been kept back in. And the Titans will have a kick to take the lead.
Can you believe it? Thomas Weaver, who's come into the side late after being named as 18th man. Does he get it down, Kelly? Yes, he does. And it started with Brian Kelly, who we said has returned to career best form under the coaching of Hasler, and took himself off his left centre position, started to roam midfield towards the right-hand side, kept the ball alive, and that just broke open the game. A few offloads and a bit of interchange of pass through the middle. Unlocked Fafita on that left-hand side. And finally in some good field position to kick that man there with the luscious Perman Mo. Has chipped it into the corner and it's sat on its point in behind Marju and Armstrong. And Brian Kelly has levelled the scores here.
Now, Aaron Shop with the game on his boot. There are 4 minutes left after this. But Aaron Shop before today had only kicked 6 goals in the NRL, 6 from 9. This will be 5 metres in from touch, the non-preferred side for the right footer. He has been a little shaky. He missed a sitter. How dearly he would love to have that one over.
Yeah, he won't let it get underway here. Aaron Shop lining up the kick early.
Try not confirmed as yet. Try not confirmed as yet. They're going to have a look. Remember, this play went a long way.
It's reviewing grounding from Brian Kelly.
Okay, no, grounding is what we're looking at. Okay. So, a play which is finishing here with Kelly.
Just a tackling action from Knights. The ball comes away from Brian Kelly's hand and is knocked on in the field of play. We have a decision.
We cannot have a game without a bunker controversy.
No tries, knock on.
Gee, I'm not sure about that.
That angle
I'm not
looks
sure
like he
about
grounded it. Gold Coast are all the way at the other end of the field.
You
They
can't believe it,
it.
yes. And neither can I.
I mean, that
Brian
is...
Kelly, it looked for all money that he got the football down. And in full speed, Kelly reaches out. I'm completely fine with that,
We're looking at microscopic things. An escape for the Knights. I'm telling you, those fans wouldn't have had a clue what was about to happen there because everyone conceded until they got that down.
He can't believe it, Des Hasler. 4 minutes to go. And Brian Kelly came up with a miraculous put down.
One of the tries of the year has been denied.
Stunning.
And it robs us of a kick at goal to tie. The Knights fans delighted though.
Well, if they don't win this game, the Gold Coast, Hasler may go new killer in the press conference.
In fact, the kick would have been to put him in front. They had the game tied. Elliott. Boy, oh boy. We're having such a nice afternoon, Mick.
Now Newcastle here with another powerful carry from Saifidi up over the halfway line. He's been terrific with his second stint.
Now, it's Thompson. And Hastings had someone's attention there. Here he is, Jackson. He was dragged down there by Haas after kicking, but no venom in that. Well, same old story here for the Titans. They've got to do it from the wrong end of the field. 3 minutes to go. Maybe 2 chances here for Gold Coast to tie the game not once but twice.
Brian Kelly again roaming down this right-hand side of the field, coming away from his left centre position.
Tell you what, Jack Cogger's going to sleep well tonight. Now Pahulu's running at him. He's copped it from Dave Fafita all afternoon. Aaron Clark. No offloads as yet, though, in this set. It was the offloads in the last set that caused Newcastle some problems. Fodawaker early ball. Out it goes Fafita. Stylish pass to Kelly. Gagai brings him down. Last play coming.
Got to make it a contest.
Oh, Fafita is going to put it up. And that is probably not what the doctor ordered. Armstrong comes away with it.
2 minutes to go. They'll get another shot, the Gold Coast, as Fodawaker comes out of the line, trying to force an error. Tuala's been terrific in the second half for Newcastle.
Second time Fafita's kicked the ball high. So high drama here at Suncorp. As Dylan Lucas wrapped up. Knights less than 2 minutes away from another close victory. Making a habit of those. Oh, there is a shot for Fafita. Folded across them like a director's chair. A little bit of help too for Fafita. So here we go.
Bit of magic from Khan
90
Pereira.
seconds left. Who's it going to be for the Gold Coast? Khan Pereira followed up by Kinney. Those two live wires wrapped up quickly. Jojo Fafita, tackle 3.
They've got to move the ball out towards Khan Pereira. They had some joy there in the first half. They're slow to get back.
It's all one-out stuff. There's only 2 plays left. Verrills at dummy half. Clark on. Delayed pass. And he's picked off Fafita. Gagai with a huge tackle. And this is it. This is the last chance. Weaver, chip kick. Here comes Kinney, but the kick is too big. And it's taken here by Armstrong. And they're just about there, the Knights. Just lacked a bit of polish the last couple of chances, the Titans. Oh, this is another one that's going to get away from them. They've had so many close calls this year. And this one, oh, drama at the finish. A 14-point lead as well. Knock on. Now they can pack a scrum here. Gold Coast. Smart play.
Yeah, no challenge either, so smart play.
Here.
So as soon as they bind, the clock will stop.
Time off.
They get there just.
Don't change your order.
So one play.
Don't change your order.
Surely the Knights will be thinking kick is coming. Is that what we're going with, Mick? You tell me.
Well, Brian Kelly's positioned himself at right centre here. He swapped sides with Aaron Schopp.
Yeah. Don't go early. Don't go early.
He wants a shot here at Dylan Lucas, the back rower who's defending where best is.
Head in, Dave. Shot clock's off.
So 4 on the left here for the Gold Coast and 4 Newcastle defenders out there. And it comes to the open side, 2 on 2. Kelly Last play of the game. Gets rid of it through the hands of Jojo Fafita and batted away by Greg Marju. And the Knights have done it again. Knights have won 4 straight. They've all gone the distance. They hold on. A contentious overturned try against the Titans keeps the Knights in front, and they get their 6th win of the season. High frustration for the Gold Coast.